Hey guys, Shan this side. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have Ruchir with us. So, yeah, thank you, Ruchir. First of all, coming to this channel, man.
Yeah, thank you, Shrayansh.
Thank you. I have gone through your LinkedIn profile just before this call. I see you have passed out in 2021, then you joined Infosys,
Mm,
EPAM, and now you are about to join upcoming engineer of Amazon, right? Is this the correct,
Yeah,
right? So,
yes.
yes, we would definitely like to know more about you, and your preparation journey. So, let's start without wasting any time. Ruchi, would you like to give us a more brief about yourself, like whatever I have done? Like, apart from that, from which college, what's your course, what's your tech stack in the companies? Very brief
Okay.
about so that we all get to know about you better.
Sure. So my name is Ruchir and I have done my graduation from Maharaj Agreshan Institute of Technology in Delhi.
Mhm.
And so my branch was computer science. So from the starting, I was clear that I have to go into the software industry, that is the IT industry. So after graduation, I joined Infosys, as you mentioned. So I was working as a digital specialist engineer there. And around 2.5 year I spent there. I did some like I built a product for city and all. Yeah. So my stack was in like mostly it was based on Java. The backend was on Java and front end was in Angular. So post that I joined a Black and Green. It's a startup in Gurgaon. So I spent around 1 year there. The stack was similar. Like the front end was replaced with React. Backend was same. It was based on Java. So post that I joined EPAM, but at EPAM the duration was very like small. It was around 1.5 months. So like you cannot count it in my career. But yeah, I don't want to have any gaps in my career. So for that, and now I'm joining Amazon as a SD2, like in few days. So yeah, pretty much that.
I would like to little bit go from back, from Infosys. Maybe Infosys you got during your college placement itself, right? Or off campus?
It was off campus.
It was off campus.
Yeah.
So, how did you apply off campus?
Okay, so like Infosys have an off campus program which is known as Hack with Infi. So I enrolled myself in that program,
Mhm.
and after clearing the rounds and interview, you will get selected in either of the two roles. Either it will be a specialist programmer or a digital specialist.
Okay.
So yeah,
Got it. And once you switch from Infosys to the next company, the startup which you have told, how was
yeah.
your that time? What as any issue you faced with your notice period or your preparation? How did you change in that one? Because that's one you can say that the challenge switch from service based to any company, right? Based on
Yeah.
my experience, I'm telling you, there is a challenge, but is this really a challenge or not? You can clarify it further.
Yeah, talking in general terms, it is because generally the notice periods are very long. Either it will be around 60 or 90 days. Generally, it is like that. So since I was in the project also, so you have to, first get released from the project, whichever you are allocated to, and then you have to, search for a different company. So yeah, I mean, it's a difficult, I would say it's a complex task to, do to switch from any service-based company. But again, like if you do a preparation of around 3 to 4 months, I
Hmm.
think you can crack it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Let's directly comes to the your preparation journey. So, what was your preparation journey, uh, and how you figure out that okay, these are the topics, these are the things which I have to focus, and
Mhm.
if you can take us through this complete journey, like what problems you faced, how you overcome it, any new learnings which you got. So, yeah, man, like you can
Okay.
take us.
Okay, sure. So whenever you have to switch from like any domain or as in general terms from service based to product based, first of all, the most crucial thing is you should know what is the interview process, how the things are being like in the industry right now. So for that, we generally have 2 to 3 things, which are, I mean, uh, same for all the companies, almost in all the companies. First of all, that is the DSA, also known as problem solving. So that is one of the important topic. initial rounds are based on that only, followed by system designing, which also terms as low level designing and slash high level designing, HLD and LLD and HLD. And post that, like there will be like couple of rounds based on the like company to company. So pretty much this is the box which we have to achieve or which we have to follow. So what I did, so for my preparation, I did a preparation for around 60 days. It was around 2 months, which I did. So in that, first of all, I followed a DSA sheet from Striver for data structures and algorithm. I didn't do random questions. I followed topic wise. I did all the questions topic wise rather than jumping from, lead code to any other platform. So I avoided that, and you should also avoid that. Like if like anyone is preparing, post that, like we come to the system designing part. So for that, I watch your videos. So you have uploaded a lot of videos, and luckily I got to know like through someone like we have a playlist from Shrayansh Jain, and so I did that. And I also watch a couple of mock interviews. So how you have to, approach a problem, what all things you need to ask. Don't assume anything because later it will be a blunder for you only. So first of all, I followed that. I also watched a lot of videos from another channel, which was Exponent. So I watched their videos as well, and I followed a book, head first book for design patterns. So I did a couple of designing patterns which are common and can be applied in most of the questions. So that was it. I practiced a lot of mock interviews. That was, I think, one of the main thing, because ultimately you don't have to mug up the design. You
Correct.
have to show your skills, right? You have to display that you have not learned it. You have to show that, yeah, I can build it. If you can, because they will generally give an open-ended statement, right?
Correct. Correct.
Any design system design interview, you will get an open statement. So you need to first of all jot down the points, jot down the functional non-functional requirement. So for that, you
Mhm.
should be like you should have done practice for like around
Exactly.
10 to 50 questions, like 15 questions in your preparation part.
Got it.
So that was it. And the third thing is basically the resume and how you're approaching the job. So
Got it.
for like approaching job
So
is,
we'll
yeah.
come to that part later. Let me have a couple
Mhm.
of question on that preparation part itself. One is, let's say, DSA. So as you
Yeah.
mentioned that in the DSA you have went through topic wise, and you were also having a full time job, right? So how you were
Yes.
managing that time? Like generally this is one of the challenge we face is like not able to maintain a consistency.
Yeah.
So how you were getting the motivation to maintain a consistency? So that is first thing. And the other thing is
Mhm.
like DSA, as you mentioned, topic wise. So from sheet itself, is there is a topic wise thing, or you followed some
Yeah.
uh, other way?
Okay, so like coming to the second question first. So the sheet was already organized enough
Acha.
to, approach it. Yeah. So you have the questions, even the questions are based on the complexity of it. So easy, medium, hard. So you can approach it. And like as you mentioned, time management is very crucial thing because you're working as an engineer and you have to prepare also. So the mornings and the late nights, the evenings were the major things, the major slots which I, utilized efficiently in this process. I used to wake up early. I used to sleep late, but I try to cut few hours here and there in the offices as well. Like if there is no task, then
Got it.
because at notice period, like most of the
Yeah,
processes, like is just you have to give the KT and all. So
got it.
I tried even in the office as well. Yeah.
Got it. Let's say we are doing DSA and initially we have to look for the answer. We are not able to find, like, many times this query also comes, and I also face that we have to look an answer. And when we look an answer,
Yeah.
we say that, oh, it is that easy. So
Mhm.
how you like your approach, let's say when you are not able to solve it.
Okay. So there are two to three things in it. So first of all, as you mentioned, say a different approach comes up, right? So
Hmm.
that problem will be solved via that approach only. So obviously you have to first of all, get to know about it. So if a like very hard question or very complex question comes to me and I'm not able to solve it within 15 or 20 minutes, so I will definitely take a hint.
Hmm.
First of all, I try to, take the hints rather than just directly jumping into the code. I will take the hint and I will see how that hint is helping me to solve the problem. I will run a couple of test cases in a rough sheet or in a dry run kind of way, in order to get visualize the problem. So in order to get the actual approach, like how it was solved via that piece of code or piece of algorithm. So firstly, that is one of the important thing. And second thing is, you try to solve problem in a similar topic. So you will be able to use that same approach in our next question, in the following questions, right? So that will give you confidence, like you are able to apply that, or you are able to identify the problem statement, and then you fit in with that specific approach to be followed. So yeah.
Got it.
uh,
Got it. Uh, so let's just coming further to your system design, as you mentioned the LLD and HLD part.
mhm,
So like
mhm.
for this, I think you have 3 years of experience, right? Around 3 years, 3.5 years of experience.
Yeah.
So till what level you have prepared? Because see, system design is vast. If for
Mhm.
the 10 years of experience, if I sit for an interview, again system design will come with 3.55. So different level of experience, still the same round, system design. But the
Yeah.
complexity differs and the question differs. So for at
Yeah.
your level of system design interview, what is the expectation?
Yeah. Yes. So again, like whenever we're talking about system architecture or system design, there are a lot of components in it, right? So I believe, like based on the year of experience you get the complexity and the number of features, they basically expand. So for me, as a in a band of 3 to 5 years, which it basically falls under a senior system engineer or a SD2. So what I followed was, again, in the industry, we have around 10 to 15 standard problems. So I did those. But again, like whenever you're approaching a problem, I tried to, figure out what will be the features relevant to that system design. And when I was solving the problem, like again, at solving, there will be two parts. Either you will be designing the high level part of it, or you will be focusing on the entities and the relationships. So basically the low level part, and you will be, applying some designing patterns over it. So I focused, I would say it was a 50-50, like distribution was 50-50. I mean, I gave emphasis to both the things. But in high level, I tried to get into the logic or get into the logical part wherein a trade-off was happening. So why I'm choosing this kind of thing over that, why I'm going with SQL, or why I'm going with the NoSQL. So that trade-off, I think you should know. That
Okay.
only like makes you like a different from SD1, right? So the trade-off you should be able to uh,
Mm-hmm.
explain it to them. And similar thing goes in the low level design. Why are you applying that specific pattern? Again, pattern you can apply anywhere and any pattern you can apply. But why are you specifically going to that? So yeah.
Got it, got it. So, like, based on your interview experience, like, if I say that for DSA, any top
Mhm,
five topic, let's say if somebody has only 1 month to prepare, or they have an interview in within a 1 month, and
mhm.
based on your interviews experience, what other important topics you would say that focus on first?
Okay. So arrays, then two-pointer sliding window, followed by the trees, graphs, DP.
Okay.
So these five topics.
Now, let's say that you are doing, I got your preparation part. So you mostly focus on
Mm.
DSA, LLD, HLD, and
Yeah.
your resume part. And I think with that itself, you started giving interviews, right? So
Uh,
how you are giving the interviews and how you are bringing the companies in, like how you are applying for the job.
okay. Okay, so for applying, I mostly applied over LinkedIn. So I didn't directly do an easy apply or like that sort of thing, or going to the portal and directly applying. Rather, I tried to gain 5 to 10 connection over
Mhm.
that organization, maybe some mutual connection, or maybe some alumni of my college, or say the peer only, same peer. So I try to ping them, try to get a follow up like conversation, try to ask for a referral via them, or if not, then maybe they can connect me to the HR or hiring team, so I can have a connect like conversation with them. So mostly that was it. I also did from like I got call from Naukri as well. I applied over Naukri. Uh, so yeah, pretty much these two things, like LinkedIn and the Naukri.com. Yeah,
So this Amazon you got from LinkedIn or Naukri?
LinkedIn. Yeah,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn only.
So you find out a job on their portal or through notification, and then you went to the connection and asked for the referral.
Yeah, yeah.
So the job notification is through their portal or LinkedIn notification?
Again, you have to like you have to search it over
Hmm.
the portal as well as the. So
Got it.
I used to spend 30 hours daily
Mm-hmm.
in that only, like 30 minutes, not
Uh,
hours, 30 minutes daily to I refresh it, and so yeah,
got it. Got it.
it's a constant process. Yeah.
Got it. So generally what happened is like during everybody, I don't know, like I'm just thinking out loud, like if I've
Hmm.
talked with 100 engineers, almost 90 or almost 100 engineers follow the same thing, right?
Hmm.
LinkedIn referral. But why for someone it's not working? Why for someone it's working? Like,
So definitely, as you mentioned, like everybody like constantly tries to get a job, even get a call for an interview. So first of all, the most important thing whenever you're applying for a job, you should definitely check out the role and responsibilities and even the eligibility criteria, right? So because your resume should match 80-90% via that thing. Otherwise it doesn't make sense for the hiring team as well to look into your resume, because they are not expecting that kind of candidate, right? Also, like whenever you are approaching anyone, you should try to give input from your side only, like rather than asking for the job ID from like asking them to search over the portal. You should try to search everything, did some research, and then you should give it to them, right? So because it will speed up the process, just that. And also, like if possible, try to get like referral from anyone in the company, not just the engineering team. Talk to the HR team, any other team, because referral is referral, right? So
correct.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that
Mhm.
point is very valid. Give some input like job ID and link also.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that totally makes sense. Also, like the one question, one more thing comes to my mind is, let's say you started from Infosys, now you are in Amazon.
Mhm.
Just wanted to know, like, does your increments, like you're from Infosys to that startup, then startup to EPAM, then Amazon. Were you getting a hike based on your previous base, or you were able to negotiate it based on your interview performance that no, I want, even though you are at 5, no, I want 20. So you were in that position to able to negotiate, or you were like HR is able to negotiate that, hey, you were only at let's say 4, we can only maximum give you 7. So what happened in your case?
Okay, so yeah, very, very interesting question. So yeah, I mean, for tier one companies, I think you can easily negotiate with them because they generally have a band, so they are flexible over that. Because uh, even they are costing a lot of their resources and money in order to hire you, right? So they will not let you go, because even yeah, you are clearing 4 to 5 rounds, and it is not an easy job to be at that point. So definitely they will, tier one companies will do. Even the early startups and the established startups will also try to do the same things. But for me, I mean, at Amazon, like I was able to negotiate, and rather than in the previous companies, I was not able to negotiate much comparatively. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's MNCs are very much flexible. Like they generally goes with the band itself. Yeah. Okay. So what about your resume? Like, have you faced any challenge with the resume part which you have overcome, or which you suggest other engineer that hey, your resume should be
Mhm.
like this? Because today there are a lot of things like it should not be double column.
Teacher.
It should be single column.
Yeah.
Like, what's your
Mhm.
way of looking into resume part?
Okay. So I believe like resume should be simple. You should not add any fancy thing, right? Uh, Even the text has to be simple. Like it should be readable. Few things should be bolded rather than you just bold every line. only few things should be bolded, and if that thing is also a number or a metric, then it will be good. I didn't personally do an ATS of my resume because I was confident enough ki yeah, it is making sense, because all the things which I included were originally my own thing, rather than I did a chat GPT or those things. I avoided that. So that is one thing. And secondly, you should use you should use the space wisely, because you have a single page. You should use it wisely. So yeah, you should try to put in all the things that makes sense. And again, in the hiring round, in the managerial round, you will be able to explain a lot of thing in that 1 hour. So why keep everything into the resume?
Correct, correct. Ruchi, shall I put your LinkedIn profile into the description section so that if anybody has more questions, they can reach out to you and they can clarify the query?
Yeah, definitely you can uh, add it.
Sure, sure. Anything else which you have in your mind which you wanted to discuss, which I haven't asked, then you can go ahead, man.
Since as my journey, I worked in every domain, service based, then startup, and now I'll be working in a product based company. So I would say you should hustle, right? Do the all the things which you are doing, right? Try to collab with the people rather than competing with them. That is one of the important thing. Try to gain experience from both the individuals to get the inspiration from each other. Try to help others, they will also help you, and grow as a community rather than fighting. So yeah, mostly
Yes.
that.
Correct, correct. Thanks a lot, man. And I'm pretty much sure many engineers, this is just a start, or you can say that we get to know maybe 10% of you or 5% of you. Many engineers
Yeah,
might have different variety of questions for you, most probably, which they are curious to know. For sure, you will get a message if please have a look and see if you can help. But yeah,
definitely.
so if I miss anything, guys, like feel free to reach out to Ruchir. And if you have any specific question, please also put into the comments so that I get to know like what all different type of question you have in your mind. So yeah, thanks a lot. That's pretty much from my side. And bye, Ruchir. Thank you again.
Thank you, Shreyansh.